Hello! So live tayo ngayon. Ang topic natin is for differential equations with topic construction of a homogeneous DE from a specified solution. So maganda na panood nyo muna yung previous video tutorials natin on solving homogeneous differential equations with constant coefficients. Ililink ko na lang sa description para ma-check nyo kasi yung mga concepts natin doon is gagamitin natin dito. Baliktad yung gagawin natin. So, hahanap tayo ng homogeneous DE with constant coefficient from a given specified solution. Okay? So, ito yung exercises natin. 1. A linear DE with real constant coefficients that is satisfied by the given function. Obtain in factored form a linear DE with real constant coefficients that is satisfied by the given function. So, ang hahanapin natin ngayon is yung homogeneous DE with constant coefficients given a solution. Okay? Baliktad. So, for number 1, y is 4e to the 2x plus 3e to the negative x. So, itong given natin is particular solution to. Right? Bakit? Kasi wala kang arbitrary constants. So, kung i-assign natin, kasi it can take the general solution, 'di ba, kapag may e to the 2x saka e to the negative x, kapag e to something, nilalagyan niya ng arbitrary constant for the constant ng general solution sa dalawa, C1 e to the 2x plus 3 e to the negative x. Ito yung naturo ko sa homogeneous DE with constant coefficients. So maganda na panood nyo na muna para may concept na kayo dito sa discuss ko. Nakalink sa description, check nyo lang din muna. Ito yung general solution. Kapag meron ka pang arbitrary constant, C2 pala. So mga constants yan, arbitrary constants. Ngayon, dahil may naka-assign ka ng value, sa C1 is 4 and C2 is 3, particular solution na yan. Diba, recall, nag-discuss din ako ng DE na solving homogeneous DE with constant coefficients na merong particular solution. Na-apply natin yung condition para mahanap yung value ng C1, C2, etc. Kung ilan mang arbitrary constants meron. So dito, particular solution siya kasi ang inassign na value kay C1 is 4 and C2 is 3. Yan. So, paano ngayon natin nahanapin yung differential equations given this particular solution? So, isulat nyo as the general solution. Diba ito siya? Then, paano ba ang ginagawa natin para mahanap ang general solution? Given a homogeneous DE, diba meron tayong auxiliary equation. Sige, sulat natin. Auxiliary equation, f of m is equal to 0. Na nanggaling yung f of m doon sa form ng homogeneous DE, f of dy is equal to 0. Where ano ba yung D? D is the differential operator. Na-discuss ko naman na ito. Sige, recall natin. Na kapag niraise mo to sa nth power at nagtabi ka sa kanya ng dependent variable, let's say y, it means kukuhain niya yung nth derivative ng y with respect sa any independent variable. Di ba? For example, d squared y, that means second derivative ng y with respect to any independent variable, let's say x. D cubed y, that's third derivative with respect to x, and so on, depende sa n. So, kailangan mahanap muna natin yung f of m, okay, para ma-transform natin into ganitong itsura ng DE. Di ba ganito yung form ng homogeneous DE? F of D, y is equal to 0. Sa saan ba kinukuha yung m? Balikan nyo yung general solution. Kung ito yung general solution, so ito yung case 1, di ba? So meron tayong tatlong cases. Case 1, kapag yung roots mo ay real and distinct. So, di ba, kapag nagsusulat tayo ng case 1, C1 e to the m1x plus C2 e to the m2x. Kapag dalawang arbitrary constants or dalawa yung roots. Kasi itong m1 tsaka m2 are the roots ng auxiliary equation. Which is, kapag pinattern natin dito sa given general solution, ano si m1? 2, di ba? Ano si m2? Yung coefficient nitong negative x is negative 1. Okay. Tapos, gagawin natin, yung form kasi ng f of m is equal to 0. That's m factors, linear factors, okay, equal 0. Depende kung ilan. So, di ba yung dalawa lang yung solution natin, yung m1, m2. Bale, gagawin nyo is m minus the root. Ito yon yung 2. Then m minus the root, negative 1. Then equal to 0. Okay, hanapin nyo yung polynomial equation whose roots is m1 and m2. Kaya ganito yung itsura. So, pag sinimplify natin, magiging m minus 2 times m minus negative 1, positive 1, equal 0. Okay? So, kaya, ito na yung f of m. F of m, di ba, ang auxiliary equation is f of m equal to 0. So, yung f of m natin is ito, m minus 2, m plus 1. Kapag may f of m ka na, gawin mo na lang siyang f of d. So, papalitan mo na lang yung m mo ng d. F of d is d minus 2 times d plus 1. Then, from the form ng homogeneous DE, f of dy, ano yung homogeneous DE? Bali, substitute the f of d, m minus 2, d plus 1, y equals 0. So, ito yung homogeneous DE. Sabi kasi, naka-factored in factored form. Okay? Ito yung factored form ng homogeneous DE. Pero kung gusto nyo, pwede rin naman yung naka-expand. Okay? Pag in-expand nyo ito, FOIL, d times d, d squared, t times 1, d, negative 2 times t, negative 2d, and negative 2 times 1, negative 2, equals times y equals 0. So, d squared, t minus 2d, negative d, minus 2. Y equals 0. Ito yung expanded form. Okay, yung factored form, ito, d minus 2, d plus 1, y equals 0. Pero ang gusto is in factored form. So, ito yung isagot nyo. Okay. Problem number 1. Number 2. Y is 7 minus 2x plus 1/2 e to the 4x. Okay, so ang unang step palagi, isipin nyo kung ano ba yung general form nito. General solution. Kasi this is particular solution, di ba? So, ang general solution niyan takes the form y is equal to, so pag meron kang constant and x, power of x, particularly x to the first, di ba ibig sabihin niyan, meron tayong roots ng auxiliary equation na nare-repeat. Where yung natin doon, yung root is 0. Di ba? So, it takes the form c1 e to the 0x plus c2 e to the, alalagyan nyo na ng x kasi nga na-repeat siya, x to the first lang or x, dalawang beses, so e to the 0x ulit. Diba ito yon yung particular solution. Kapag ito yung particular solution, ito dapat yung general solution niya. Okay? Kasi kapag e to the 0x, that's just 1. Right? So parang c1 plus c2x na lang. Where c1 is yung constant 7, yung inassign na value, and c2 is negative 2. Okay? Tapos, para naman dito sa 1/2 e to the 4x, lalagyan niya lang ng plus c3 e to the 4x. Ito kasi case 1, yung real and unique roots. Ito case 2. Okay? So, dapat napanood nyo na yung previous video ko para nagagets nyo yung mga cases. Kapag repeated roots, case 2. Kapag real root na unique, case 1. Where kapag inassign natin yung C3, base dito sa given particular solution is 1/2. Okay, so ang pinaka-final general form niya, alisin ko na lang itong e to the 0x for the purpose lang ng pagpapakita ng roots. So, 0, dalawang 0 na repeated roots, tsaka isang 4 na root, unique. So, that's C1 plus C2x plus C3 e to the 4x. So, ano yung mga roots natin dyan? Kaya nga, alam natin, M1 is 0 para dito. Diba? M2 is 0 para sa repeated 0 root. And M3 is 4. Okay? Kasi ang general form nito is y is C1 e to the M1x plus C2x e to the M2x plus C3 e to the M3x. Kaya M1 is 0, M2 is 0, and M3 is 4. So, pag kinuha natin yung f of m is 0, bale, ganun ulit. Hanapin nyo yung polynomial equation na merong roots na ganito. Okay? So, diba, m is that's m lang, times m, times m minus 4 is 0. Para kapag inequate nyo each factor to 0, masasolve nyo dito m is 0, m is 0, and m is 4. Okay, so therefore, it is m times m squared, m minus 4 equals 0. So, ito yung auxiliary equation. From which, ang f of m natin is ito. M squared m minus 4. Okay, kaya yung f of d natin is ito. Kagaya lang d, yung m, d squared times d minus 4. And the homogeneous dE is f of dy is equal to 0. Therefore, d squared d minus 4y is 0. Okay. Problem number 3. What if y is negative 2x plus 1/2 e to the 4x? So, meron ulit tayong x. Ibig sabihin, na-repeat yung root na 0 dalawang beses. So, ang kanyang general solution from this particular solution is y is c1, again, e to the 0x plus c2x e to the 0x. Para yan dito. Then plus c3, ito unique root, c3 e to the 4x. Right? So, para yung c1 ay magiging, kasi wala tayong, ito ay magiging ano na lang, di ba? c1 plus c2x plus c3 e to the 4x, kasi e to the 0x is 1. So, kapag pinatter natin sa given particular solution, ano value ni C1? Constant. Wala kang constant. Unlike kanina may constant, di ba? Constant kanina is 7. Dito, wala. X term agad. So, 0. 0 yung C1. Tapos, yung C2, yung coefficient ng X, negative 2. Tapos, yung C3, coefficient ng e to the 4x, 1/2. Yan. Therefore, ang ating auxiliary equation, ano pala muna? Hanapin natin yung mga roots. So, y is c1 e to the m1x plus c2x e to the m2x plus c3 e to the m3x. Ito yung form ng general solution. Para m1 is 0, right? m2 is 0 ulit kasi na-repeat yung root na 0. And m3 is 4. Ayan. So, auxiliary equation, f of m is 0. That's m times m times m minus 4. Okay, so same lang, di ba? Para magiging m squared times m minus 4 is equal to 0. So, yung f of m nyo is ito. M squared m minus 4. Para f of d will be, palitan yung mga m ng differential operator d, d square, d minus 4. Therefore, the homogeneous dE is f of dy is 0. So, substitute f of d, d squared, d minus 4y equals 0. Kapag sinubstitute nyo ngayon yung y dito na given, 0 dapat yan. Kasi solution niya yan eh. Solution ng homogeneous dE. Okay. Next, number 4. Y is x squared minus 5 sine 3x. Okay. So, hanapin nyo yung general solution muna. This time, may x squared. Ibig sabihin, may na-repeat tayong root. Basta may power of x, may repeated roots. Na 0. 0 ulit. Basta kapag power of x lang, 0 yung repeated roots nun. Kung x squared, 3 beses. Diba? Kanina pag x lang 2 beses na repeat si 0, ngayon x squared na siya 3 beses. Ganun din kapag ginawa kong cube, yung x cube, 4 na beses, etc. Diba? Yan yung concept na discuss natin sa part 2 ng homogeneous dE video ko. Panoorin nyo muna, okay? So, bale, y is c1 e to the 0x plus c2x e to the 0x plus c3x squared e to the 0x. So, ito yan, yung pang x squared. Pangatlong root na 0. Paano naman kapag ganyan? Pag may sine ka, cosine, automatic, pair yan. So, it will take, diba, plus C4 na tayo, diba? cosine 3x. So, wala kang e. Lagyan mo ng e to the 0x. Ito yung case 3. Case 2, ito yung case 3. So, na-discuss ko rin to sa homogeneous DE video. Laging in pair si e tsaka cosine tsaka e and sine, dalawa. Talagyan nyo pa to ng plus C5 e to the 0x sine 3x. Case 3. Laging may e tsaka cosine and sine. Pair yon pag case 3. Ang roots mo doon is complex conjugate roots, yung may imaginary number. Okay, so therefore, ang pinaka-general form nito kung lalagyan natin ng mga variable, y is c1 e to the m1x plus c2x e to the m2x plus c3x squared e to the m3x. Okay. Tapos, c4 e to the ax cosine bx plus c5 e to the ax sine bx. So, itong tatlo, alam na natin, pag pinattern dito, M1 is 0, M2 is 0, M3 is 0. So, dito naman, laging pair yan. Sasabihin nyo, M4, M5, it takes the form A plus minus BI. Okay? Yung A is 0, kasi 0, di ba? Wala kasi tayong power of E, kaya 0 siya. E to the 0 is 1. Tapos yung B natin, yung coefficient sa sine and cosine ng x, 3. So M4, therefore M4, 5, laging impair, plus minus 3i. So ito yung roots. Okay? Yung auxiliary equation is f of m is 0. So bale, we have, diba, m times m times m. Paano kapag may imaginary number? So kapag may imaginary, let's say m is plus minus 3i. Okay, gawin nyo, equate nyo to 0 to. I-manipulate nyo. Okay, alisin nyo yung imaginary. Square nyo both sides. So that's m squared is equal, so plus minus 3i quantity squared, itong plus minus, pag in-square mo, palagi naman yang positive. So positive na siya, then 3 squared, 9. I squared. But I squared, di ba, I is square root ng negative 1. Pag in-square mo yan both sides, I squared is negative 1. Cancel yung square root tsaka yung square. So, m squared is 9 times negative 1. Or, m squared is negative 9. Then, pag naka-equate sa 0, i-transpose mo, para ma-equate sa 0, i-transpose mo sa negative 9 sa kaliwa. So, m squared plus 9 is 0. So, yun yung next factor dito. M squared plus 9 is 0. Pag yung case mo is 3, pag may imaginary or complex conjugate roots, ganito gawin mo. So, bale, ito yung f of m. Diba? So, f of m is m times m times m, m cubed, then m squared plus 9 is 0. So that yung f of d natin is d cubed times d squared plus 9, and the homogeneous DE is f of dy is 0. So substitute f of d, d cubed d squared plus 9, y is 0. Problem number 4. Number 5. Y is 2e to the x cosine 3x. Okay, particular solution siya. Paano hahanapin yung general solution? Ito yung case 3 ulit. Basta nakakakita kayo ng cosine, sine, tapos e, case 3 yan. So, ang y natin, general solution, is laging c1 e to the ax cosine bx plus c2 e to the ax sine bx. By the way, kanina, nakalimutan natin, i-assign. So, di ba, ito yung itsura nung natin, general solution. Kaya siya naging ganito, particular solution, nag-assign ng value. Or dito na lang. Nag-assign ng value for C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. So, anong in-assign kay C1? Wala ka namang wala kang constant. Kasi C1 e to the 0x is constant lang. So, 0. So, C2, ito wala kang x term. E to the 0x is 1 lang din, right? So, parang C2x. Wala kang x term. So, 0 din si C2. So, si C3, ayan, may x squared term na tayo. Ito siya, di ba? E to the 0x is 1 lang din. So, C3, x squared lang siya. Ano yung coefficient ni x squared? 1. So, yun yung inassign na value kay C3. 1. Dito kay C4 e to the 0 cosine 3x or C4 cosine 3x. Wala tayong C4 cosine 3x term. Ibig sabihin, yung C4 nyo, inassign nila na 0. Tapos dito, ito meron na tayong sine 3x. Bale, yung inassign dito na C5 e to the 0x, so 1 na lang to, or C5 sine 3x na lang, negative 5c, C5. Bale, sana yun. C5 is negative 5. So, ito yung mga assigned value ng arbitrary constants para mag-come up dito sa particular solution. Okay, so pinakita ko lang, nakalimutan natin. Okay, gawin din natin yan dito. Bale, ang meron lang tayo is, so meron tayong complex conjugate roots. So, ang m nyo dyan is, parang sa kanina, a plus minus bi. Which is, m is, ano si a? Yung coefficient ng e kay x, 1, right? Plus minus b, yung coefficient ng x sa cosine, 3. Diba? 3i. Ito yung roots. So, para mag-come up tayo dito sa particular solution, nag-assign lang tayo ng arbitrary constants value sa C1. So, meron tayong cos e to the x cosine 3x term, right? May value tayo ng C1 na 2. So, sa C2 naman, so dito wala tayong sine term. Sabihin yung C2 niya is 0. Okay, so ito yung assigned value sa C1, C2 para mag-come up sa particular solution na yun. So, ang gagawin natin, hanapin yung auxiliary equation, f of m is 0. Bale, di ba pag ganito yung case, sabi ko, kapag complex conjugate roots, gagawin natin, magsimula tayo dito sa m equals 1 plus minus 3i. Solve natin, equate natin to 0. Manipulate. So, sige, isolate nyo muna tong 1, yung real part. So, m minus 1 na siya. Then, equals plus minus 3i. Okay, tapos, alisin natin yung imaginary. Paano ginawa kanina? In-square both sides. Okay, square nyo both sides. So, bale, m minus 1 squared equals plus minus 3i. Bale, positive na nga siya. Distribute nyo yung 2. 3 squared, 9. And then I squared. but I is negative 1. So, magiging m minus 1 squared is equal to negative 9. Okay? Then, transpose si negative 9 sa kanan, m minus 1 squared plus 9 is 0. Okay, so ito si f of m ngayon. M minus 1 squared plus 9. So, therefore, ang ating f of d is m minus 1 squared plus 9. Actually, dito complete factored form. Pero ganyan na lang. So that homogeneous DE is f of d, mali, f of m pa lang to, f of m. Okay. Yung f of t will be eto. Papalitan yung m ng d minus 1 squared plus 9. And the homogeneous DE takes the form f of dy is 0. So f of d is d minus 1 squared plus 9 y equals 0. Okay, next. Problem number 5, 6. Y is 3 e to the 2x sine 3x. So, parang sa problem 5 lang din, general solution niyan takes the form, kasi may sine, automatic complex conjugate yan, in pairs si sine at cosine together with e. C1 e to the ax cosine 3x plus C2 e to the ax sine 3x. Where a is yung coefficient ng x kay e, 2. Tapos b is coefficient ng x sa cosine and sine, 3. So that m is a plus minus bi, root ng auxiliary equation is a is 2 plus minus b, 3i. So, para mag-come up dito sa particular solution, isa-set mo lang sa general solution, C1 is, kasi wala kang cosine term, sinet nila 0. Tapos sa C2, ayan, meron kang sine term. Coefficient is 3. Okay, para maging ganito yung particular solution. So, yung auxiliary equation is f of m is 0, which is, magsimula ka dito, m is equal to 2 plus minus 3i. Equate natin to 0 and eliminate the imaginary. Manipulate, transpose the 2 sa kanan, ay kaliwa. So, m minus 2 equals plus minus 3i. Then, square both sides para mawala yung i. Bale, m minus 2 squared is, so ito alam natin to, nagiging, negative 9, right? Tapos, transpose si negative 9 sa kaliwa, m minus 2 squared plus 9. Okay, so ito ngayon yung f of m. Okay, f of m is m minus 2 squared plus 9. Therefore, ang f of d is, ito, palitan mo lang yung m ng capital D, d minus 2 squared plus 9. So that the the homogeneous DE ngayon, or HDE for short, is f of dy equals 0. So f of d is d minus 2 quantity squared plus 9 times y is 0. Okay. Okay, next. Number 6, 7. Ito. X e to the negative x sine 2x plus 3e to the negative x cosine 2x. Okay, ano yan? Case 3 pa rin, pero merong x. Diba? Ano yung sabihin pag merong x? Nare-repeat yung roots. So, it will take the form y c1 e to the ax cosine bx plus c2 e to the ax sin bx plus, dahil na-repeat itong root na yan, kasi may x, dapat lalagyan nyo ng x. So, c3 na tayo, tapos lagyan nyo ng x e to the ax cosine bx plus c4 x uli e to the ax sin bx. Automatic fourth degree ay fourth order. Kasi nga, pag naulit itong root na complex conjugate, dalawa agad yan, di ba? Another dalawa. So, 2 plus 2, 4. Kaya hanggang C4. Where A is yung coefficient ng x sa E. Di ba? Lahat yan pare-pareho. Negative 1. Yung B is yung coefficient ng cosine or sine kay x, 2. So, M natin, M is negative 1 kasi it takes the form A plus minus BI, yung complex conjugate roots. So, A is negative 1 plus minus B, 2i. Okay. Pero, naulit. Okay. Naulit ito. So, lalagyan niya lang ito mamaya ng square. Kasi repeated root siya. Kumbaga, dalawang M. Mamaya natin gawin. So, pero assign muna tayo ng C1, C2, C3, C4 just to visualize paano magka-come up sa ganitong form. So, sa C1 e to the ax cosine bx, meron tayo, right? Ito. Ang inassign nating C1 is 3. Okay, sa C2, may C2e ax sin bx form ba tayo? Yung walang x tapos sin and e. Wala. So, C2 is 0. C3 is x e to the ax cosine bx. Meron ba tayong term na ganyan? May x e to the ax cosine? Wala. Diba? Ang meron is yung x e to the negative x sine. So, C3 natin is 0. So, sa C4 yon, yung para dito kay x e to the ax sin bx, which is, anong coefficient niya? 1. So, yung C4 natin dyan is 1. So, ito yung inassign na values ng C1, C2, C3, C4 para mag-come up sa particular solution na yan. So, paano ngayon natin to gagawin? Auxiliary equation. So, parang sa kanina rin, di ba? F of m is 0. Magsimula tayo dito sa m is equal to negative 1 plus minus 2i. I-transpose si negative 1 sa kaliwa. So, m plus 1 is equal to plus minus 2i. Alisin yung i by squaring both sides. Okay, so m plus 1 squared is plus minus 2i, that's 4i squared. Pero yung i squared palagi yon ay negative 1. Ito. So, kaya m plus 1 squared is negative 4. Then, equate nyo to 0, transpose si negative 4 sa kaliwa, bale, m plus 1 squared plus 4. Okay? Equal 0. Tapos, dahil nga na-repeat ito, i-square nyo. Since repeated root, okay, gagawin nyo m plus 1 squared plus 4 squared. Quantity squared. Okay. Para dalawang roots. Yan. So, ito si f of m ngayon. Okay. M plus 1 squared plus 4 quantity squared. Okay. Para f of d is d plus 1 squared plus 4 quantity squared. Okay. Yung homogeneous DE natin ngayon takes the form f of d y 0 equals 0. So f of d, substitute d plus 1 squared plus 4 quantity squared y is 0. Homogeneous DE. Problem number 7. Sige, 8. What if y is x sine 2x? Ayan, x sine 2x. So, meron tayong sine. Automatic complex conjugate yan. Pero may x siya, so naulit. Naulit parang dun sa previous problem 7 kapag may x, di ba? Automatic. So, bali, it will take the form y c1 e to the ax cosine bx plus c2 e to the ax sine bx plus c3 e to the ax cosine bx. So, lagyan na pala ng x, nakalimutan natin. Kasi for the repeated roots na siya. Plus c4x e to the ax cosine bx. Okay? So that ang ating m a plus bi is ano si a? Kasi wala kang e. Wala tayong e. Ibig sabihin yan, pwede nyo itong lagyan ng e to the 0x. Kasi equal lang din naman yan sa 1. Para lang ma-pattern natin sa general solution na a dapat should be 0. Right? Tapos yung b should be okay. Yung mga coefficient ng cosine at sine sa loob is yung ng x is yung 2. So, a is 0 plus minus b ay 2. Right? So, a is 0, b is 2. Yan. Or m is plus minus 2i lang. Okay? Pero, repeated yan. Sa mamaya, lalagyan na natin ng square. So, para mangyari yung ganitong particular solution, anong a-assign kay C1, C2, C3, C4? So, kay C1, wala tayong term na e to the ax cosine bx lang. So, C1 is 0. So, si C2 naman, wala rin tayong term na e to the ax sine bx lang. Di ba? Kasi ito, may x eh. So, si C2 is 0. So, sa C3, wala rin tayong term na x e to the ax cosine bx, di ba? So, 0. Yan, si C4, yan lang yung meron. Yung term na x e to the ax cosine bx, which is x e to the 0x sine 2x. Yung coefficient niya ngayon is yung invisible coefficient na 1. Yan. So, ito yung sinet na value ng C1, C2, C3, C4 sa general solution para mag-arrive dito kay particular solution. Yan. So kuhain na natin yung auxiliary equation. F of m is 0. So, simulan natin dito sa m is plus minus 2i. Alisin nyo na lang agad direkta yung i kasi wala ka namang constant dito 0, di ba? Square na natin agad both sides. So, m squared is plus minus 2y, alam natin kanina, that's negative 4, right? Okay, tapos transpose si negative 4 sa kaliwa. So, m squared plus 4 is 0. Yan. Tapos, i-square nyo, since repeated, kailangan nyo i-square. M squared plus 4, quantity squared is 0. Okay, so ito yung f of m natin. M squared plus 4 quantity squared. So that yung f of d is, papalitan nyo lang yung m ng d squared plus 4 quantity squared. And the homogeneous DE will be f of dy is 0. So substitute f of d squared plus 4, quantity squared y is 0. Yan yung homogeneous DE. Okay, sige. Part 2 naman tayo. What if the direction is ganito? List the roots of the auxiliary equation for a homogeneous linear DE with real constant coefficients that has the given function as a particular solution. Okay, sige. Anong number na to? 8. Problem number 9. Okay, what if y is 3x e to the 2x? So, ang kailangan lang natin daw yung auxiliary, yung roots ng auxiliary equation netong homogeneous DE that has a particular solution na ganito. So, parang same lang sa ginawa natin. Sige, so kapag may ganun na tayong form ng particular solution, hanapin mo yung general solution. Diba, y is equal, kapag may x, ibig sabihin repeated roots, dalawang beses, nung e to the mx, which is yung coefficient ng x na m2. So, bale may c1 e to the m1x plus c2x e to the m2x. Okay. Which is 2. Kasi nga, m1, okay, pwede itong maging y is equal to c1 e to the m1x, or pag sinubstitute nyo, y is c1 e to the m nyo dito, m1 nyo dito is 2, yung coefficient ng x, m2 nyo dito is 2. Pareho, na-repeat kasi. 2 roots, pero parehong m value na 2. Plus c2x e to the 2x. Okay? Para yung m1 nyo is, tsaka m2 is 2. Ngayon, paano ang gagawin natin na anong isa-set nating value ng c1, c2 para mag-arrive sa ganitong particular solution? So, c1 is, wala kasi tayong c1 e to the 2x term. Meron lang yung may x. E di c1 is 0. Tapos c2x e to the 2x, yan meron. Diba? Ito yun. Anong coefficient niya? 3. Okay, so ito yung inassign nating value ng C1, C2 para mag-arrive from the general solution na to particular solution na yan. Pero ang kailangan lang natin is yung roots, di ba? Roots ng auxiliary equation. Di ba, once makuha na natin yung general form, makukuha na agad natin yung M1, M2. Di ba? Yung coefficient lang ng x. So, therefore, M1 is 2, M2 is 2. Okay, yan yung sagot. Yan lang yung pinapahanap ngayon. Mas madali compared kanina na bubuin mo pa yung homogeneous DE. Homogeneous DE with constant coefficient. Okay, next. 10. Y is x squared e to the negative x plus 4 e to the x. Okay, general solution. So, y is, so dito may x squared, ibig sabihin, na-repeat yung root na coefficient ng x kay e, negative 1, ilang beses? Kasi naka-x squared, 3. Tatlong root ng negative 1. Kapag x, dalawa lang, diba? Pag walang x, isa lang, unique, case 1. Okay, so ito, pwede natin isulat yan as C1 e to the, diba, e to the m1x plus C2x e to the m2x plus C3x squared e to the m3x. Okay, where m, pare-pareho yan, m1, m2, m3, m1 equals m2 equals m3. Yung coefficient na to, negative 1. Tapos dito, unique, isa lang, plus C4 e to the m4x. Yung coefficient ni x is 1. Therefore, m4 is 1. Okay? Kasi pwede natin yung isulat ngayon, kung isa-substitute nyo, y is C1 e to the negative 1x, sige, or negative x na lang. Pag pinlagin nyo na yung mga values ng m, plus C2x e to the negative x plus C3x squared e to the negative x plus C4 e to the x. So, para mag-arrive sa particular solution na yan, isa-set natin value ng C1 is, kasi wala ka namang C1 e to the negative x term, 0. Or e to the negative x term, wala, diba? So, sa C2, wala ka namang x e to the negative x term. So, 0 din. Sa C3, ito meron na. May x squared e to the negative x term ka. Ito, di ba? Anong coefficient niya? 1. Okay, tapos sa C4, ito meron. So, C4 e to the x term ay ito. Ang coefficient ay 4. So, ito yung sinet nating values ng C1, C2, C3, C4 from the general solution na to arrive at this particular solution. Pero ang pinaka-tinatanong is yung roots. Eh, dito na yung sagot. Diba? So, M1 is M1, M2, M3, negative 1. Diba? Pare-pareho. Tapos, yung M4 is 1. Okay, 11. What if y is e to the negative x cosine 4x? Ayan, edi alam agad natin to kasi pair siya. May cosine kay automatic sine and cosine niya na may e. So, yung general solution niyan, y is, so pwedeng C1 e to the ax. Sige, cosine muna, cosine bx plus C2 e to the ax sine bx. Pag pinatter natin, ano si A? Yung coefficient ng x sa E, negative 1. Ano si B? Yung coefficient ng x sa cosine or sine, 4. Para yung root natin, m is A plus minus BI, so that m is negative 1, A plus minus B, 4i. Okay, so ito agad yung root. Pero kung gusto nyo hanapin yung C1, C2 para mag-arrive dito, kasi it can take y is C1 e to the negative x cosine 4x dapat, yung general form, plus C2 e to the negative x sine 4x. Diba? Laging pair sine and cosine. Since ito yung particular solution natin, mag-a-assign tayo ng C1. Meron ba tayong e to the negative x cosine 4x term? Yes, ito. Anong coefficient niya? 1. Si C2, ito wala kasi wala tayong e to the negative x sine 4x. Ito lang yung term niya. So, para mag-0 yung term na sine 4x, isi-set mo tong C2 to 0. Okay? Pero, ang pinakahinahanap yung roots lang, di ba? Which is, m is equal 2, negative 1, plus minus 4i. So, ito yung roots ng homogeneous DE. 11. Okay, 12. What if y is x e to the 2x plus 4? So, pwede nyo itong i-expand or i-distribute yung x. So, y is equal to x e to the 2x plus 4x. So, dito, automatic, kahit nga by observation na lang meron kang x, di ba? Ibig sabihin, repeated roots, dalawa. Repeated roots na 2. Kasi yan yung m mo. So, m1 is 2, m2 is 2. Para sa dalawang repeated roots na to kasi may x. Dito naman, okay, may x ka lang, wala kang e. Ibig sabihin yan, may e to the 0x. Repeated root na 0, ilang beses? Dalawa. So, m3 is 0, m4 is 0. So, ito yung total number of roots. Okay, 12. Sige, shortcut na natin. Y is 3e to the negative x cosine 4x plus 15e to the negative x sine 4x. So, ito, shortcut. Meron kang e cosine, e sine. By pair yun, di ba? M mo is a plus minus bi. So, a is yung coefficient ng x palagi, negative 1. Plus minus b yung coefficient ng 4, ay nung cosine tsaka sine sa loob ng x, which is 4. 4i. So, ito agad yung sagot. Di ba? 14. Y is 4 plus 2x squared minus e to the negative 3x. Okay. Dito sa 4 plus 2x squared, yan, pareho yan, may root na 0. Okay. Kasi pwede yung y is 4 e to the 0x plus 2x squared e to the 0x. Okay. Wala nga lang yung term na constant na may x nilagpasan. Okay, pero ang pinaka-maximum repeated root is, kasi may x squared ka, 3. Tatlong root na 0, right? So, m1 is 0, m2 is 0, m3 is 0. Kasi nga 3, x squared Tapos ito, m4, unique, nag-iisa. Walang x. Yung coefficient ng x negative, 3. Okay. 14, 15. What if y is x e to the x? Yan. So, may x ka. Ano yung m mo dyan? Yung coefficient ng x kay e? 1. So, ibig sabihin, m1, ilang roots yan na na-repeat? Dalawang 1 kasi x to the first. Diba? So, m1 is 1, m2 is 1. 16, y is 4 cosine 2x. So, basta may cosine, automatic, pair yan, sine and cosine. Complex roots, imaginary. Pero wala ka kasing e, lagyan nyo ng placeholder e to the 0x cosine 2x. Para m natin is a plus minus bi, where a is yung coefficient ng x sa e, 0. Tapos yung b is yung coefficient ng x sa cosine 2. So that the root is m is 0 plus minus b, which is 2i, or m is plus minus 2i. 17. Y is 4 cosine 2x minus 3 sine 2x. Ayan, so parang sa kanina lang din, cosine lang, walang e. Pero ngayon, nadagdagan ng sine. Okay? Pero still, it takes the form pa rin yung m is a plus minus bi. Bale, pwede nyo itong lagyan nyo siya ng e to the 0x. Since e to the 0x is 1, right? Parang wala lang din siya dyan. Minus 3 e to the 0x sine 2x. Nang sa gayon, yung a natin is yung coefficient ng x sa e, 0. And yung b natin is yung coefficient ng x sa cosine and sine, 2. Para m natin is a, 0, plus minus b, 2i. Or m is plus minus 2i. Okay, 18. Y is x cosine 2x. Okay, kapag may x na repeat, tapos may cosine, ibig sabihin, complex conjugate agad yan. Anong roots niyan? A plus bi. So, pwede siyang form ng root is a plus minus bi, pero na-repeat ng isang beses. Okay? So, madodoble lang to. Pero pwede natin isulat as y is equal to x e to the 0x cosine 2x, di ba? Placeholder lang, again wala kang a, 0. A natin is yung coefficient ng x sa e, tapos yung b is yung coefficient ng x sa cosine, 2. Para m is a, which is 0, plus minus b, 2i. Or m is plus minus 2i. Pero dahil nga may x, dadagdagan mo pa to ng isa. So, total of 4. Let's say, ito yung M1, M2, M1, M2, M3, M4, another plus minus 2i. Kasi nga naulit, may x. Okay, 18, 19, y is x squared minus x plus e to the negative x, x plus cosine x. Okay, sige, distribute natin. Distribute natin to. So, magiging x squared minus x plus e to the negative x times x, x e to the negative x. Okay. Then, plus e to the negative x times cosine x, e to the negative x cosine x. So, ano-ano yung mga roots nito? Dito muna sa x squared minus x. So, ang root niyan is, di ba pwede niyan lagyan ng e to the 0. E to the 0x. So, yung root nito, m is 0. Pero na-repeat, pinakamataas na exponent is 2. So, tatlong beses na-repeat yung root na 0. M1 is 0, M2 is 0, M3 is 0. Tapos dito, na-repeat yung may x yung root na negative 1, coefficient ng x. So, let's say M4, negative 1, dalawang beses kasi may x. M5, negative 1. Then dito, e to the negative x cosine x. So, case 3. Diba, ang form niyan is, ang root niyan is m plus minus bi. Diba? Ano yung a? A is yung coefficient nung x sa e. Yung invisible, negative 1. Tapos yung b is yung coefficient nung x sa cosine, yung invisible coefficient na 1. Which is, b is 1. So let's say ang ano natin, therefore ang m natin is a plus minus bi, negative 1 plus minus 1i or I na lang. Sige, sabihin natin to kasi hanggang M5 na tayo. M6, 7, sub 7. Negative 1 plus minus I. Okay, yan. 19. Okay, 20. Paano kapag y is cosine squared x? Yung cosine squared x, di ba wala naman tayong ganyang form pag naka-squared yung cosine. Try nating applyan ng identity. Di ba we know that cosine squared x is equal to 1/2 times the quantity 1 plus cosine 2x. Okay? So, pwede nyo i-distribute yung 1/2. Y is 1/2 times 1, 1/2 plus 1/2 times cosine 2x, 1/2 cosine 2x. Yan. So, para meron na tayong form dun sa case 1, case 2, case 3. Di ba? Sa mga roots. Ito, yung 1/2, ibig sabihin yan, meron siyang, kasi pwede yung isulat as 1/2 e to the 0x. Meron siyang 1 root na 0. Okay, kasi constant lang siya. Walang x. So, m1 is 0. Tapos dito, ito pwede nyo rin itong lagyan ng e to the 0x. Kasi may cosine, automatic, sine and cosine yan with e. Yan nga lang wala kang ibig sabihin, naka e to the 0x siya. So, ang form niyan is complex conjugate roots m plus minus bi ulit. So, si a is yung coefficient ng x sa e, 0. Tapos yung b yung coefficient ng cosine or sine sa x, 2. Para yung m natin is a, 0, plus minus b, 2i. Or simply, plus minus 2i. Or sabihin natin, kasi m1 na tayo, m2, 3. Para total of 3 roots is plus minus 2i. Okay, so ito yung sagot. Okay, so ayan, so nakasolve na rin tayo ng 20 problems for this topic. Ang topic natin ngayon ay yung ito. Construction of a homogeneous DE from a specified solution. So, saan ba natin to gagamitin? Gagamitin natin to in preparation sa next topic, which is non-homogeneous DE with constant coefficients. Ayun. So, mas complicated lang pag-solve nun kasi meron na yung particular solution. Pero yung mga na-discuss ko pa rin concepts like sa homogeneous DE, solving homogeneous DE, and ito, mahalaga to, yung concept nito para magets nyo yung non-homogeneous DE solution, yung paghanap ng YP or particular solution. Okay? So, see you sa next video tutorials, possible dun sa topic na yon, non-homogeneous DE with constant coefficient using methods of undetermined coefficients. Okay, so follow nyo lang ako sa aking account para manonotify pag may video tutorials tayo next time. And mag-subscribe na rin kayo sa ating channel, Engineered Math Channel YT. Ililink ko na lang sa description lahat ng mga video tutorials natin sa DE, pati yung playlist na lang din sa DE para mapanood nyo lahat ng mga video tutorials from the first lesson to the last lesson para meron kayong video tutorials playlist guide from me sa whole subject nyo na DE. So, panoorin nyo lang kung kailangan nyo mag-review pag meron kayong mga exams para makatulong sa inyo. Sige, so see you on my next video tutorial. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.